Yesterday we have left few topics due to some network problem. So today we are covering those topics. So our first topic is what is computer network. Our second topic is what is data communication. Our third topic is what are various components of data communication. Our fourth topic is what are different types of computer network, and our fifth topic is what are various transmission mode in computer network. So dear students, basically what is a computer network? A computer network is a group of computers that are linked together to share some data and some application, or we can say that a computer network is the combinations of computers that are connected to each other to share some resources, some data and some application over an internet. So dear students, now what is data communication? So basically a data communication is transmission of digital data from one computer to another computer. Next, what are the various components of communication? So dear students, basically there are 5 components of data communication. Our first component is message. The message is the information that we transfer from one person to another person. It may be the text, number, picture, audio, or video. Our second component is sender. The sender is the person who sends the message. Receiver. The receiver is the person who receives the message. Next, that is transmission medium. So, what is transmission medium? So, dear students, whenever we are transferring the data, we require a medium to transfer that data, and that medium is known as transmission medium. Next, that is protocol. Basically, a protocol is a set of rules that control our overall activities. Now I am moving to our next slide where we have various types of computer network. So dear student, basically we have 4 types of computer network. Number 1 is LAN, number 2 is MAN, number 3 is WAN, and number 4 is PAN. Now question arises, sir, what is LAN? A LAN is a local area network, or we can say that it is a group of computers that are connected to each other in a small area, just like in a building or in a office. Or we can say that a LAN is a network where we can connect our computer in a small limited area, just like in a building. So in this diagram we can see that here we have 5 PCs within a lab and that are connected to each other and that make a LAN network. Next we have MAN. Basically MAN stands for Metropolitan Area Network. It is a network that cover large geographical area what within a city, or we can say that if we want to connect banks in a city, then we are taking the help of MAN network. Or if we want to connect all the labs of a college within a city, then we are taking the help of MAN network. Next we have WAN network. WAN stands for wide area network. A network which extends to a large geographical area is known as WAN, and the best example of WAN is our internet. Next, dear students, we have PAN. PAN stands for personal area network. Hey, it is a network where an individual person can connect to his system, which is within the range of 10 meter. Or we can say that whenever you are connecting your mobile with your laptop, there is also a PAN network, that is personal area network. Next, now question is what is transmission mode? So dear students, basically the transmission mode identify the transmission of data from one device to another device. There are 3 modes of data transmission. Number 1 is simplex, number 2 is half duplex, number 3 is full duplex. Now what is simplex? A simplex mode is also known as unidirectional because in this mode the data can flow only in one direction. For example, your radio station. So in case of radio station, we can only hear the news, music, whatever that is provided to us, but it is a unidirectional means, or we can say that the data can transfer from one station to another station. Next we have half duplex. In half duplex mode we have A sender and receiver both can transmit the data, but only one can transfer the data at a time, just like your walkie-talkie. Okay, next we have our full duplex mode, a mode where the sender and receiver can send the data together, just like your telephone system. With your telephone you can talk to someone, also you can listen to someone at the same time. So these are our three modes of data transmission. So dear students, these are few topics that we have covered today. So thank you for today's session.